Pulse, a theatre for and with the people. Pulse is a transpoetico project. One of the characteristics of this is the way we just propose a project to local artists, musicians, composers, actors, dancers, and what we do is just to take from their input about how they see their society, how they see their city, their country. So with all these little inputs here and there that the artists, the contributing artists, they came with on the first day, with these elements we devise and we create, we wrote the story that is Pulse.
As artists are fantastically interesting. Each one is their own world of how they see the world and how they transform that and have an output which is their artistic input in this creation. Because it's a collaborative creation, each person, each personality, each way of seeing, each vision is a big influence on what we do. So it is very exciting. That's what keeps me going, is this constant drive to be in contact with people, because I do this because I love people, you know. So it's and that's also what Manifesto Poetico does. We make theatre for and with people.
But aku nak benda ni top, okay? Producer nak benda ni cepat. Jadi dekat mana?
This story called Pulse is a connection of stories that are daily stories that could happen in a city like Kuala Lumpur. And mainly it's the story of a lawyer that is behind a cause, is following different pieces and documents and files, and all of a sudden he starts to see that he's getting probably in danger because he's discovering more than what he should, and then he's putting on danger the life of his girlfriend.
Please, be careful.
Next to this, there is another story that is happening that we can see is the life of a man called John, which is an ordinary guy that works as a bellboy in a hotel, in a casino, that is not happy with how his life goes, and then he's living with his mother, and then he's not really making it, he's unhappy, and he's very engaged and very confronted by how the politics are going on in the city and in the country, and he's not agree, and he's someone that is willing to find his path and his purpose in life, but he doesn't make it. So he's going to be tricked by a group of criminals, scam artists that are going to lead him to believe that he can be someone that can change the country and can change the world, and he's going to become super idealistic. What happened is, well, all these stories are going to cross roads with each other and going to cross paths to the point that its characters are going to show the vibration and the pulse of the city of Kuala Lumpur nowadays. We are using a theatrical and a poetic language to theatralize situations that are obviously fictitious, but this is the idea. It's a run through the city of Kuala Lumpur and seeing different characteristics of and typologies of people.
Together!
So I spent 7 years working with Carlos since we first encountered. During this time we have worked with this elastic structure. The eco-structure is an ecosystem of possibilities of how you can use it. So it's quite a long time. It has a richness of a language, which is what we say we're doing, is we're searching for a theatrical language. And this is, languages shape people's understanding of the world?
Well, the elastics are just a material that I use in order to develop what I understand for a theatrical language. And then this time is the first time that we are telling a story for an audience, a full professional production using this piece of language or this tool. The idea of trying to search for a new theatrical language, it comes from a moment in my career years ago where I was, as an actor, I was very frustrated because I was doing theater, and then when we tried to open or sell or show in a theater, audience was not coming. As we would love them to come, right? And so what happened is that I was seeing next door that people are going to the movies, and then people are going to the movies and it's cheaper, and then they don't come to the theater because the movies are better, the cinema is better. So my question was like how I could think about a theatrical language that is talking to an audience in the same way as cinema does. This cinematographic language with slideshows, with traveling, with fade outs, and how I could do the same in theater. What about if I do it without any technology, but just using the eye and the imagination of the audience? So the way we are trying to use the space to deliver the emotions of a scene or a character is by the way we compress the space or tense or expand the space. I see a large shot with a camera, but as soon as I do a close-up and I see just your eyes, the audience is understanding that something is happening there and so on. So it's similar, it's trying to use the same language as the cinema. So I'm very happy because, wow, I didn't know how it will work because it's very complex. But there are some scenes that are coming out and then they are creating dynamics and different feelings of when I see the same scene with the structure and without the structure. I immediately understand, like, well, I don't know why, but it's producing something on me that is different than if I don't have this structure apply on the space, right? So this is a great discovery.
Words are like an index of how we read what we see. So to create a new theatrical language is to create a whole new way of seeing, or to give a little bit of order to the imagination of the way we perceive the world. Why it takes so long is because we're constantly reinventing ourselves with the constant reinvention of society, because it never stops. One of the things is we have to keep up with how people see the world and perceive the world. And this is changing at an exponential rate with technology, with screens, with the virtual development and technology. So it's never ending. So it's probably going to take us the rest of our lives.